today I'm going to give you my honest review of NMN, or nicotinamide mononucleotide. Try and say that 5 times quickly. I first heard about NMN on the Andrew Huberman podcast some time ago. I'm 43 years old. I'm always interested in looking for ways to improve my health, my general well-being, longevity, particularly energy at this age. I've got a 6-year-old son, I've got a 1-year-old son, I'm married, I've got a busy career, I'm in the gym several times a week, so energy is a big deal for me. And I'd heard a lot of reported benefits about NMN giving people more energy in general and also aiding in longevity and general health. But one of the surprising effects for me with this supplement that's been so positive has actually been the impact on my mood, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, it's been terrific for me. So I'll share the pros, and I'll also share one con just to keep things balanced as well, because there was one effect that I didn't like taking NMN, which I'll get to. So the first big positive for me taking this supplement came after about 7 days. I did get the uplift in energy that a lot of people have reportedly talked about. It wasn't a caffeinated type of energy. It's been consistently kind of building for the past several weeks that I've been taking the supplement. Just a general sense of feeling like you can get things done, even if you're a little bit more tired than normal. Like, for example, after a poor night's sleep, I found that I can still function better throughout the day and throughout the night than what I normally could not taking the supplement. Chasing around and playing with, 2 young kids, working, being in the gym, all those sorts of things. This supplement has definitely helped me achieve a lot of the things that I would normally do better, which I can't really explain that part of it to you succinctly, but it has been better from an energy perspective. The second thing I noticed taking this supplement, and probably bigger for me than the first positive effect, has been the lift in my mood, guys. Just a general sense of well-being, like feeling really positive. I've had tasks, I've had things sort of thrown at me that would normally, maybe put me a little bit off balance at work or in general day-to-day life that aren't seeming to bother me the way that they would before. So this particular impact or effect has been the most notably positive for me. The uplift in mood, just a general sense of well-being, feeling good throughout the day and night. I've jumped on Reddit and looked in a few places now that this has occurred, and I've noticed some other people have also had similar effects. And for that alone, I would buy this supplement again and would use it for the rest of my life. It's been tremendous. Like, I can't understate or I can't overstate the benefit for me personally. It may not have the same impact on you or others out there, but the mood enhancing potential of this supplement alone is worth every dollar, in my opinion. Now, one of the other big benefits for me using this supplement, which I didn't expect, has been weight management. So, I'm not an obese guy. I'm definitely not overweight as far as, a 43-year-old goes by definition. But one of the things I have noticed with this supplement is that I'm eating more calories than what I normally would, as in, i.e. my appetite's increased, but my weight isn't necessarily shifting. I'm kind of holding my current weight, which is interesting. I didn't expect that. As I said, I've initially taken this supplement just kind of increase my energy. And it's certainly, at this point in time, I'm only sort of several weeks in, but it seems to be having a positive effect from a weight management perspective as well. As in, normally I'd expect to get on the scales, the morning after eating a little bit more or drinking or something like that, something I wasn't sort of planning on doing. And I'm noticing that my weight's actually holding stable, which is an added bonus at this point in time. I'm not sure if that's going to be a continued effect or how pronounced that effect will be over time, but definitely something I didn't expect that's been occurring so far. Now, the one con for me taking this supplement, or the one negative impact it's had on me personally, has been my sleep. A lot of people reportedly say that they have better sleep and improved sleep outcomes taking NMN. For me personally, it's been the opposite. I've got such sustained energy throughout the day and night. My mood is greatly enhanced. Like, I feel fantastic in general. It's ticked a lot of boxes in terms of what I wanted the supplement to do. But the negative, or the drawback for me, has been sleep. I'm going to bed later. I am getting to sleep in a normal amount of time like I normally would, but I find that I'm either waking up very early the next morning and or waking up throughout the night. So it's definitely impacted me from that perspective. Ironically, it's giving me more energy throughout the day, but sometimes, at the expense of sleep. So I'm sort of currently in this kind of weird spot where I'm tired, but I still have energy, if that makes sense. So that has been a negative for me. It's not going to stop me using the supplement. Maybe I'll cycle it over time. Maybe I'll try and add some other things into my regime to see if I can balance it out or help me get better sleep. But that has been a negative for me. I wouldn't call it insomnia as such, but definitely impacted sleep, in a negative way. So in conclusion, guys, I will continue to use NMN. I will be using it for as long as possible. I think it's a great addition to anyone's regimen. I'm 43 years old. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or younger, and you're just looking for something to help with long-term outcomes, trying to improve your longevity, energy. For me personally, as I said, it's been a great enhancer of energy, mood. There seems to be some weight management effects, even with increased calories. The only downside or drawback for me has been impacted sleep. I seem to be sleeping less and sometimes waking up throughout the night. But it's not so bad that I won't continue to use a supplement, because I think the pros or the benefits outweigh the negatives. It's a relatively inexpensive supplement. I purchase my NMN online from the United States and get it shipped to Australia. I found that to be the best thing for me. There are some local manufacturers here that sell it at a ridiculously high price compared to the US. So I buy my NMN in the US. It's relatively inexpensive, and I think it's a great, safe, easy way to increase some of your or improve some of your health outcomes. And as I said, I'll continue to use it. So hopefully this is helpful for someone out there. If it is, please let me know.